Hey there team, and welcome to the Black Gate here. It's a little 2v2 just outside. Oh, where is it? Oh, we might not actually have a black. Oh, there it is. Okay, no, we were just hiding from it over there. But still, no, I think that this is quite a fun little map for a 2v2. There is some stuff in the way, but it's generally quite nice and flat. Oh, alright. Oh yeah, no, we'll get onto that in a minute. Anyway, Bilbo Baggins sent this one actually. Oh, nice, cool. So we'll see. He might end up doing this battle at some point. He might not. If he does, then I'll post the link to it in the description there. We've got Umbar, Casimir's Rangers. Very nice. I don't really take Casimir's Rangers when I play Umbar for whatever reason, but I don't know. I usually take them for like siege attacks, and I think Rangers to a siege attack can be a bit of a hit or miss. So we've got the Royal Guard there, some Sentinels. Do we have the General with the Royal Guard? We do not, actually. Then the Harbingers of Castamere. That is where the General's settled in. Some Shield Bearers with an armor upgrade. Nice and beefy there. Then, oh, lots and lots of Corsair Infantry. So yeah, very solid skirmish line, but also more than happy to take out their swords and jump into the fight. And giving them an armor upgrade is good too. Balkith Marksmen out front, probably just to lay down their stakes. They might end up running behind the line or something like that. But once again, a great skirmish archer for Umbar. Belegar Footmen behind them there. Yeah, nice long line of that. Love Belegar Footmen. Balkith Axe Guard with an armor upgrade and 2 units off them. Good. Pounding away at the enemy. And some Corsair Crossbows waiting behind right now. Further opportunity with some Warlords of Umbar too. Some great, well, yeah, just some damn good knights, really. Over to the left, quite far off, we've got another evil faction. Steelbow Ranger there, so he's got his Orc fodder mixed in with some Mordor infantry, mixed in with Minas Morgul Chosen. That's a hell of a blob there, hell of a phalanx. And it's a bit disorganized. I kind of like that. It does feel quite nice and orky, just with just all the units mixed in amongst each other. And again, it's quite similar there, but some Orc Javies to a Nazgul. So yeah, okay, we can take some time to actually look and see what's inside of these armies, but the opposing side is not going to be able to tell that so quickly. Behind them, some Moron Halberds, Troll Drummers and Moron Halberds. Then the Temple Executioners here with the armor upgrade. Nope, sorry, I was looking at these guys. And the General's actually in with the Temple Executioners, which is nice. So the Nazguls can kind of be freely yeeted on in and we don't have to worry as much about them. Sauron's well there. Olokai, Temple Guard up there, a Ballista, okay, cool. And then Melkor's Chosen. You don't usually see a Ballista unless you expect the enemy to take artillery. But in my Divide and Conquer campaign, I've kind of been falling in love with the Ballista, just due to that, like, fire damage effect that you can have on the enemy, which is pretty scary to them. Opposing him is Nowaki with his Knights of Innuminus there. Royal Court of House Amlath, so 2 very hard-hitting cavalry units. Wardens of the North there. We did have some Melkor's Chosen though. So, and the Temple Guard. They're night killers if they can lay down the fire. Peacekeepers there. More Peacekeepers. Lots and lots of men at arms. No armor upgrade for them though, but decent enough without it. Then Arthedain men at arms. Again, no armor upgrade for them. Behind the lines, some Arthedain pikes. Again, no armor upgrade. A Numinous Gate Guard though. So yeah, apart from the Peacekeepers, we've gone for a pretty numbers heavy approach with Arthedain here, which can certainly work. Then to his left, he's got Thanatos playing as the Dwarves of Khazad. So he's got his Warriors of Khazad there. Behind them, some Sons of the Fallen. And then, maybe the Ballista's a pretty good shout, but considering Thanatos has a Ballista himself and a catapult, that's going to be messy. Some Shield Guard, Orc Hunters there. The Hammers of Gundabad with some more and more Orc Hunters. 3rd Legion Infantry. The Guards of Khazad. And then over here, extending to the left in this interesting manner, are some Warriors of Khazad with some Shield Guard behind them and some more Hammerers. They may fold back into the line. We'll see. I'll be interested to know what's going on with that. Now, the initial thing that's kind of scaring me for the blue team side is the fact that they are split and their opponents are together. Yeah, we'll get to it, but that's kind of spooky. Let me just take something here just in case, because it's nice to see the Ari. And these little dwarves trying to load this massive ballista. They're of course probably more skilled than most in its use. Immediately, Steelbow Ranger's holding the line. He doesn't want to, because we've got 2 artillery pieces here. Oh, whoa. That is... There were no hits. That's probably the luckiest I've ever seen somebody. We had the Melkor's Chosen that could have been hit. The Olakai that could have been hit. We could have gotten the Ballista sniped out a little bit. No, that's really unlucky for Thanatos. But incredibly lucky for Steelbow Ranger. But yeah, he can't let that happen again. He's going to either have to hide below this this slope. So even though they are in a much worse position, they've... Oh, damn it, ouch. That's the problem with this sort of mixed up line. But as I say, we didn't expect them to bring artillery, but that's bloody. That's immediately like a percentage. But we're returning fire. This is kind of scary because of how close the bloom. That's actually kind of cool. I might see about that. Yeah, just because they're all like right next to each other. That's kind of fun. It does look really nice when they're all like firing in tandem. But one good catapult slam, all 3 ballistas gone. But we are opening up. Oh damn, still just wrecking through the line. We're trying to counter snipe the ballista, and it looks like Thanatos is just willing to let that happen. He's got the ballista dominance. He's got a damn good target. Even if he loses his arty, doesn't matter. He's doing damage with it right now. And this is really where Bilbo needs to charge on in, which he is doing. He is making his tracks forward, because right now Mordor can't really lash on in. It would be a 2v1 fight if he was to do so. And Nawaki he's got the troops to deal with this sort of larger orc force. Still more and more damage done to Steelbow Ranger by this catapult and ballista fire. That is so... Yeah, I mean, it's rough, but that's 3% casualties so far. I would have expected a lot more with how many people we've actually been seeing drop. But with Mordor, it's all just the dregs, unless we've gotten a very lucky hit and we've managed to take down a few Nazgul. I'm not seeing any dead well, I'm not really seeing any living Nazgul right now. We'll try and have a look for them later. Oh yeah, like a good shot from the... That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Let's get down sort of eye level to something like that, and just so we've got a good shot from the walls themselves. There we go. Something like that will be lovely. I won't worry about taking any more screenshots now. Yeah, I think Thanatos has already gotten a good effect with his catapult, so he's more than happy to just keep shredding. If he doesn't... Ooh, ouch. Temple Executioner's getting dropped, though. That's brutal. The Nazgul... No, those are the ballistas. Still look like they're probably returning fire. He's turned off fire ammunition so that they can unleash those hits faster. This poor guy just got skewered. He actually stood. You can see... Oh, no. No, I thought he was standing on the corpse of somebody else. Somebody's coming in to take their place. Pretty brave. That's funny. He died with the ballista bolt in his hand. So that's on his corpse. That's really cool. I've never seen that before, actually. But yeah, cool. That's a bloody Jesus Christ, he's Steelbow Ranger. I mean, he's taking an absolute beat. We need to move a bit faster, Bilbo. We're coming in. We are coming in. But, like, oh, our Mordor friend is just taking an absolute smashing. He's spreading his guys out and, yeah, doing his best to limit the damage. But, every hit to an Executioner is just draining. We have seen a few of these knights fall over here, though. They look like the royal court that have taken that beating. Still just blasting their way on through. Yep, Thanatos, I don't think he needs to be picky anymore. Just kill some orcs. Maybe, actually, it's about time you... Yeah, it's about time you turn the catapult around, and he has done so. You'll always get a much better value killing off some of these higher value... They like to think of themselves as black Numenorians, but they really are just filthy pirates. So they're firing on off. Corsair infantry probably not going to get such great damage. The Corsair crossbows, I think he's wanting to use them as a bit of a surprise later on. But I'd be... Because Thanatos' only real range strength comes from his artillery, I can see the sense in Bilbo just taking it slow. Like, if he came in too wildly, he would maybe just fall into the trap of Khazad. Like, Khazad wants him to get into a quick melee fight and not use his ranged component. So, yeah, I can see that. Hopefully the boys are communicating and Steelbow Ranger knows what's happening. That's always for the best. And it seems he is. He's being patient. He's letting his orcs die. And hopefully just keeping his important units quite safe. We're still opening up on that He's been so unlucky with this. He should have, for the amount of time he's been firing at this ballista, I'm surprised he's only killed one of them. I would have really expected all 3 of those engines to be destroyed by now. I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm just going to do one more of them, because that's quite nice too. Jeez, oh, I'm really sorry, Steelbow Ranger. Yeah, that sucks. The amount of shots he's fired at that, just not gotten much success out of it, is a real shame. Orc Hunters, what are you going for? Are they just unleashing as they see fit? The Sentinels, yeah, solid stuff. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame for Bilbo. He does not want to see them take too much damage. They are shielded and they are nicely armoured, but the Orc Hunters are kind of, you know, they're sort of elven in a lot of ways with their high damage arrows. And it looks like Nowaki, this is kind of cool. I like that the guys are mixing up their forces like this, sending over some of the Arthedain marksmen. Sorry, I saw these guys and for some reason I was like, oh, it's just the Arthedain cav coming over. It was not, and that was a nice little hit, and he's out of there before the Sins of the Fallen turn up. Now with that heavy knight armor, they can get away with taking a little bit of arrow fire. There's no armor piercing damage coming at them here, so yeah, it's not fun, but they can do that. And they dealt a nice little blow to the warriors of Khazad there. Nothing too grand, but it's always good. Lets them know you're not going to be too passive. Jeez, peeps, that ballista. What's Steelbow Ranger going to go for? Yeah, I'm sure he's kind of kicking himself a little bit now. Like, it's not his fault. Like, he's... I would have targeted the same thing, you know. I maybe would have gone for the catapult if I could have reached it, but no. I guess the ballista was like he thought he'd maybe get counter-sniped, so he wanted to take that out first. But he should have. He should have been able to take that thing out. With the amount of damage he's put on it, these orcs are just really letting him down. But it's a good patience from him. I've got a bad habit of being a little bit too reactive at times and not really thinking out the best course of action. But Steelbow Ranger showing his cool there. It's not a good idea for him to come charging wildly. His ally doesn't, you know, his ally's not built an army to come charging wildly. So they've just waited out, and they might be rewarded for that. Another good little charge came in there, and that was quite nice. Oh, it looks like there's a few... Yeah, that was into the shield guard, though. So they were able to drop a few of those knights. That's a bit of a shame for them. But still, a few dead dwarfs are always good. Corsair infantry out of ammo now. This is, like... I mean, that's 600 infantrymen that are going to have to get sliced through by the warriors of Khazad. Definitely a fight that would be in favour of the Khazad warriors, even with these sorts of... Wow, that's actually a big numbers disparity on the front line. And they were both spread out, so I think the dense blob of the Corsair infantry is actually really going to hurt Thanatos here, because his boys, as I say, there's a lot of moments where you have a few of these dwarves fighting up against... I mean, there's a few little 1v1s here, but no, that's not the case all the way across the line. Looks like Thanatos is going to hurl himself forward here, and Bilbo is just relying on these nicely armoured Corsair infantrymen to take the damage. And those crossbows, the crossbows are what I would be dreading. Yeah, we're taking fire to them. Is that coming in from the... Is that still the Orc Hunters? No, that's Nowaki giving him an aid here. Good man. No, nice to watch out for your ally. Try and pick those off. Orc Hunters of Khazad probably still doing the same, though, too. Those guys hiding, though. I like that Bilbo's not just using all of his resources at once. Now, the fighting is starting to get pretty intense over there, but Nowaki's still got the vast majority of his army in reserve, so Steelbow Ranger can't really come slamming on forward just yet. What are we doing with that ballista? Goodness me, we're getting bold with it. We've got marksmen there, and we've got wardens of the north. We want to be a little bit careful, but Steelbow Ranger's spent most of the ammunition for this piece already, so if it did end up taking enemy fire, I'm sure he would probably just be like, yeah, please, shoot at it. Better than shooting at anything else. What? Oh! Okay then, we did actually take out 2 catapults. Right, that's nice. I didn't realise that. A little bit better. I feel a little bit better about that ballista now. But yeah, this one catapult, still got all the ammunition for everybody else, but it feels kind of weird to have 60 guys standing behind one catapult. You know, yeah, a bit overmanaged, you could say. Belagar footmen coming in there. That surprises me that that's going to change. Yeah, okay, that's changing now. And Bilbo's actually pulling them back. I don't know about that. I think they're in there. You got to kind of just leave them. Orc Hunters coming in now. Good bit of high damage. Balakith shield bearers. Looks like they're in sort of shield wall. They might have been taken out of that now, but AP, exactly what you want against the dwarves. That was a break. Who's broken there? Fighting to the death, I'm seeing. But I can't actually spot the unit. It must be quite a small one. If you can pause the video, perhaps you'll be able to spot exactly who was fighting to the death. Oh, no, I think it was probably only about 10 guys. That's fine then. Shield bearers actually shunting their way right on through. A huge mass of 8. They're even able to throw over these dwarves. So it's, that's good. Yeah, cause some chaos into the sturdy dwarven line is really nice. I worry about these guys taking shots in the back. Yeah, but I think they're probably still focused on... Oh, and this is nasty. I love how both sides are using the terrain really quite nicely here to hide from fire or to get some good shots on their enemy. Yep, Nawaki absolutely gorgeous shooting into the shield guard here. Not shield guard, axe guard. And even with the armor upgrade, these guys are not exceptionally... You know, they're not highly armored. They're nice, but they're not like incredibly beefed up. They only start with a 6 armor value. Steel Ranger is coming on forward, but slowly. And you can see, even with all the casualties he's taken, these are still large units. You know, Mordor can take losses. That's what they're built around. As long as they keep their elites safe, they can still do some tremendous damage. Those Temple Guard have come on forward. And they're showing their absolutely god tier range. And getting into Nawaki's Knights. Oh my goodness me. And that's a backstab too. Even when you're far enough, like so far away, it is a good idea just to turn and face the enemy so that you do get that shield. But no, I was caught off guard by that, and it was clear Nawaki was too. And that's painful. You want to get these Royal Court away as well, because they won't be too far away from them. Yep, they're hitting them now too. Oh, dearie me. That must suck. But, okay, definitely bringing the pain back. Warns of the North taking a few ballista bolts. Again, using the artillery to go after your enemy's elites is solid. And I think those Wardens of the North are actually returning fire into the Temple Guard. 2, you know, Numenorian descent units, both using the steel bows of their ancestors. One for good and one for evil. You know, you can decide which is which, I suppose. But yeah, it's always a nice little battle when you have like these high value archers hammering each other. I think there's a fun little... We tried to do like a commander battle a little while ago, and I've only done one of them. I really should try and do more of those because they were so much fun. Where each player, say you have a 3v3, and each player brings one type of army. Are they Ironwatch? There are Ironwatch somewhere, and I didn't spot them. There they are. Okay, right. Interesting. Yeah, that's not fun. That definitely hurts these poor guys. I don't really know how I sometimes don't feel too good about Ironwatch in an open field. So it's been pretty bold to take them. Harbingers, nice use of them here. Sons of the Fallen are usually something that can just dominate anything they up against, but Harbingers there, and the Dwarven Miners coming in here too. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for them to do much damage to these skilled swordmasters, even though they will be able to get through the armor. The Elgar Footman, that's not really where you should run. Right, general dropping there from Umbar. Decent morale over most of their higher tier, like the Balakith units, but these Corsair folkies and the Belikar men, they might be goners now. Okay, what we got going on? He's clumped up together again in his death blob. But marksmen there, they've still got ammo. I don't know, like artillery from the enemy is kind of done. No. Yeah, get a capital over there. That's what it's coming for. I don't know if I would do that, Steel War Ranger. I think I worry like he might end up taking another hit or two, but that ballista still has some ammo, so it might be ready to counter fire at anything there. Oh god, no. Nawaki's Troll Slayers unfortunately taking some javelin fire. Lightly armored, so the armor piercings can have a tremendous effect. Actually, saying that they've got a bit of it, but even then, I would most certainly take that target. That is fantastic. And you know, the handful of orc javelins up front, just holding them back is fantastic. These peacekeepers will change the game though, and rattle through them. They do put on a bit of armor, mainly relying on their skill, of course, but no, decent little target too. What are we going for with the Temple Guard? Again into the Wardens of the North. Because there is that little height advantage, I don't think Nawaki can fire back. I'd maybe go for the Olokai. I would really consider going for the Olokai. Grey Company popped up there, getting chased off by the Olokai. Goodness me. Oh my god. Oh, holy smokes. We get the Grey Company to wreck right through that line. That'd be hell. Yeah, that would be really quite good. Harbingers dying out now. Yeah, they were actually quite nicely dealt with by Thanatos. I think he did actually swallow them up quite well. Don't see much in the way of Umbar left here. They do still have a little holdout on this this hilltop. They're sentinels fighting on very, very slanted terrain. This is not really what you want to do with pikes. You can see a lot of these guys are just not able to take part in the fighting as they would in a flat ground battle. So no, this is nice for Thanatos. I think just because of how good the sentinels are, they will end up winning that. But it's not as... Yeah, I think Thanatos has done okay getting that fight. Royal Guard coming on forward, out of ammo now, but... Oh no, they're not. So they've still got a few more shots to fire, and the Corsair crossbows. So I think, yeah, Bilbo is going to be wiped off the field here, but he can just try his very best to make the Dwarves bleed for everything he can. And Steelbow Ranger is... yeah, I mean, it's mainly going to be a 1v1 against between Steelbow Ranger and Arthedain, or Nawaki. I don't think the Dwarves, especially after they've finished dealing with those high-tier Royal Guard units of Umbar, there's not going to be much left of them. Still a bit, I suspect, but not much. Melkor's Chosen coming up here. The Knights are fantastic. They really are. And especially if we can get some charge in with the Royal Guard while the Knights are fighting. But you don't want to fight the Melkor's Chosen with Knights. Oh god, we need to fight them with something though, because they're going to start cycle charging here. Where are the Wardens of the North? Oh, Dunedain Trollslayers. Hell yes. What are we going for here, dude? Perfection. Oh god. I mean, that's an amazing charge. It's definitely a charge you wanted to take, but I would be very caught off guard by those Trollslayers, and they're just going to unload again and again and again. Yeah, those Melkor's Chosen got absolutely ravaged by it. And now with their backs to the enemy, they're going to give them another one. They are. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that sucks. Hey, maybe the Knights will do a little bit of a better job here now. To be honest, there's the Olokai are ready. I was thinking about charging the Temple Guard. I think the Temple Guard have a shot on the Royal Court again. Nawaki, come on! We've been caught out by this a few times.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their
Bang.
men.
Yep. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Luckily though, they're facing them this time, so their shields are coming into play. But that still hurts. That still really, really hurts. And you don't want to leave them too far away. They need to be responsive. So yeah, like Steelbow Ranger has done a damn good job at just messing with him here and trying to chase away his calves so that you can't actually hit him with them. Hiding amongst some of the stakes there is not a bad shout. Iron Watch down to 21. They're probably taking a bit of fire. Corsair crossbows there in melee. We've still got some Corsair crossbows firing away though. What are we going for here? Not the entire unit firing, but hey, you know, if they're just gonna send their bolt right into a cliff, you don't really want them to fire. Just leave your bolts, send your bolts over to the guys that can hit something. I really like this guy, the captain of Corsair units. I don't know, there's just something cool about him. He has this kind of like, he is clearly a Corsair, but he's, you know, a bit more trusted by the folks of Umbar proper, or the Numenorians. Ooh, that's pretty. Just this single... Yeah, okay. I guess he's going for the Olokai. He's going for the Olokai, but in all honesty, maybe I'm just being greedy. I think I'm just being greedy. I'm just wanting to pad my kill count, am I? But I would go for this because I don't see you missing. I don't see you missing, and I think you'll just keep cleansing them down. But the Olokai, if you can hit him good, then that's what you want. Did he go for the Javos? Nah, I'd go for that. I just think you're missing. Trollslayers, though, doing as their name suggests in this case, and hurling those javelins into the Olokai. Oh, no, Melkor's Chosen. Even in melee, they pull out those lovely axes, very like the Dunedain bodyguard from Divide and Conquer. Very, you know, it's very similar model. So they're going to be able to rinse something like the Olokai. They're very, very good at doing so. Orc Javis, though, responding. Can we shoot them? I don't... Oh my goodness. Is this... Oh, these are some surviving Troll Slayers that I suppose were pulled back. Yeah, they're very bloodied. And they do have their jabs, so yeah. But marksman there, I would want to maybe go for the jabbies, but we're about to be collided there. And I think, I don't know if Nawaki's lines are going to be ready for it. We're going to have to tighten up those pikes, get them organised, get them mixed in amongst the men-at-arms. There's a lot to be done, and this swarm of orcs is quickly approaching. Yeah, a nice sort of thunderous approach. There we go. Third time lucky. Is coming on in. Good. He's got the Moron halberds are not in phalanx mode, so they are sprinting up alongside everything else. Good. Nawaki was fast there. And he's going to meet them with the men-at-arms. And this is a lot of men-at-arms. No armor upgraded, but still decent quality as long as they don't get scared by just, you know, exactly how outnumbered they are. They might do okay. Now, where are those Grey Company? Now that we've got them bottled up, we need that Grey Company forward. If we can get it. To start just rinsing our way through those lines. Yeah, defeat is certain for the men-at-arms, but until those pikes get set up, that's going to be the case. We always knew it would. Olokai, the elites of Mordor, are coming forward now, though, but they're going to be going toe-to-toe with the high-quality forces of Nawaki, too. I really like that. You know, the I don't want to call it the dregs. Just the frontline troops are battling here, but the elites or the rank and file, that's the term I was looking for. The rank and file are really clashing in droves on the right, but the real elites are over here, and I suspect somewhere in amongst all of this are the Nazgul as well. I can't spot any myself right now, but I would be surprised if they're not somewhere trying to smash down a few men off the far north. Or northwest, I should say. There are men further north than Arthedain. What's going on here? Corsair crossbows battling it out. Surprising that they're doing okay against the Sons of the Fallen. I suspect that's going to change shortly. But no, the Sentinels, yeah, you can see these Sentinels. It's just that slanted terrain that's been their downfall. Like, something needed to go up and kill these guys, but I would have really argued that maybe the Royal Guard could come up and do that, so the Sentinels could peel off and have a flatter terrain fight that would have benefited them a bit more. But still, there's not going to be many Dwarves left after this. The few Dwarves that are remaining are coming flying forward, though. Some Shield Guard and some decent neck. 3rd Legion and the absolute god tier Guards of Khazad. I got distracted when I said absolute god tier because, of course, I saw the Ballista crew. These guys are I wasn't catching them. They will wreck some people in melee, no doubt about that. So, Peacekeepers there battling with the trolls, not bad, but oh wait, no, yeah, I thought I spotted a Nazgul in amongst the Peacekeepers. No, but they'll do okay. But we'd really want to get some AP there, or maybe a quick little charge. These high tier cavalry units from Nawaki have been getting bullied throughout the game, so it'll be nice to see them get some good hits in. The Grey Company are firing quite a long range away. Are they going for the Saurons? Well, see, this would be my tempting target. Oh, that's a big break. That's a shame. 102 more on halberds with troll drummers right next to them. That sucks. They should have held the line a little bit longer, but I guess Dwarves at their sides, probably taking a Grey Company blast or two. But yeah, it's troll drummers taking fire from the enemy archers there. I'd be happy enough with that. If I was Steelbow Ranger, somebody's got to take that fire, and these guys are, you know, they're made to be a bit of a distraction, a bit of a target. As long as you've got one of them left, they're providing that morale buff. I was hearing something, oh god, holy smokes. I don't know if that was the cavalry there. It very well could have been, but yeah, that's not pretty for those poor Olokai. But in doing so, you know, like they have managed to kill off the Dunedain Peacekeepers down to about 10 men. I would maybe just keep those 10 men together to kill off that Olokai, and I think that's what's happening. The Ballista crew coming in to assist them, though, and more firepower. Maybe it was a mixture of the wards to the north too. That does, yeah, they died very quickly. Sauron's well battling up against the Dunedain Troll Slayers there. 2 heavy axemen. Temple Guard are mixing amongst that too. Nawaki's actually pulling back. I don't know. I'd maybe keep him in there. Oh, good catch there from Steelbow Ranger, getting the Royal Court. Unlike the knights, these guys are not. Well, they can hold their own in melee. They just don't have an anti-cavalry bonus. So, but they've got the knights watching out for them. The nice nobility there, who've definitely shown their worth today, backed up by the knights. Goodness, ooh, what's still shooting us in? The Grey Company there, getting grabbed by these these previously routing Morin on halberds have shown their worth again. Chasing away the Grey Company, but they don't really have the ability to chase them off too much longer. So good catch though, very nice. Good when these units do return. Oh, the Iron Watch are still alive, and they're hitting the Temple Executioners, blowing up a few of their allies, but probably worth it. You'd be willing to lose a few men at arms if you're going to take out a Temple Executioner. But no, that was this was a really fun one actually. I really do like the Black Gate as a map. I think that yeah, it is pretty cool. It was 4 pretty dang skilled players. So you do always have, like, you don't have, like, folkies like me who will panic and just rush. Like, as I say, if I was Mordor, if I was Steelbow Ranger in that position, I would have probably gone for, like, a mad dash a lot earlier. Once I kind of realized that the enemy was pounding away at me with their artillery, I would have just been like, oh god, what do I do? Attack. So I would probably just grab myself and try to, like, set up on Arthedain's flank and just go at him. Which, yeah, would have ended very poorly. So sometimes you do just need that discipline, that patience. The fight is not going your way right now. You just need to knuckle down and take it for a minute. And I think that this just being split up as you are, as the southern guys in the Black Gate, you're always you will probably be split up unless you're willing to really squish yourselves together. Perhaps that was an option for the boys today, but yeah, a nice sort of little thematic battle anyway. This really was. I think it was meant to be like the Last Alliance. I'll have a quick check, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that this was meant to be like a Last Alliance type battle, because there were dwarves fighting alongside them. Arthedain, of course, the United Kingdoms back in those days, fighting up against some dark Numenorians under Sauron and of course orcish hordes. So yeah, I think this was maybe a take on that, and it's a pretty damn fun one, I think. Got the knights and the royal court still steady, still standing. I think everybody played very well there, and tough situation with the dwarven artillery for sure. I don't usually like to take artillery myself, but I do quite like it when my ally has got some artillery. Is this a last stand? I really good, man. Oh, I like it. Oh no, these guys just stopped. They just stopped routing there. I thought we were gonna have a last stand on this little slope here or something. I think Steelbow Ranger is gonna turn around. Yeah, good man, and he's gonna await whatever comes at him. But no, this was pretty damn solid. I've been hearing some rumors. Are troll drummers broken? Like, are Mordor troll drummers broken, or is that just entirely, I've just misheard that. I don't know. I'll need to maybe ask somebody about it. Of course, they're not locked morale. Troll drummers are the only trolls that you'll see that are not locked morale, so they will run. I remember I always thought that they were. I always thought every troll was locked morale. So the first battle I ever had a troll drummer rout on me, I was shocked. I was confused. But locked morale units can rout, because it's basically just we give them the like exceptional morale, like it's absolutely high as it possibly can be. So, but you can, I think, it's possible in an imagined sense. I don't exactly know how you do it, but you can maybe achieve it. We'll have a zoom down through the kills today. Good stuff. Harbinger's Castamere. They were dealt with very nicely though. They really were. Like, Thanatos saw them as the threat that they were, and the Shire East. This is not the case. Goodness me, if this is East Farthing, then something has gone terribly wrong. But yeah, so that was a shame for the Harbingers. Sentinels there, yeah, I mentioned that before. That was just a bit of a goof because of the slanted terrain. That's why, like, taking pikes to Edoras is always so tricky, and it means that Rohan can defend Edoras a lot nicer because they don't have pikes. They rely on their spearmen, so that's a bit better for them. Castamere's Rangers. Oh, I didn't actually see them fire, but I mean, up against Dwarves as well, you know, it's such a low damage arrow. I know it does, like, slice right through them. It would have been amazing if he could have gotten his Castamir's Rangers over toward Arthedain, but no, they were perhaps a better choice elsewhere. Good stuff from the crossbows. We would always sort of expect that from them here. Balakith Marksman, I love them. That's a bit unfortunate for them because they are good at melee at the end of it. So, you know, but they did their best. Warlords of Umbar, nice choice, I'd say. Maybe knowing that Arthedain was on the field, you could have gone for something like the Alcarandus. Nope, the Alcarandus Nobles. No, I'm thinking Numenor. Alcarandus Faithful? I think that's what they're called. Yeah. Yeah, Alcarandus Faithful are the Umbar ones. That are just like gods of melee cav, but nah, I don't really think you. I think you're better off going for the warlords. Axeguard there. Oh, that's too bad. But they were countered again very nicely, shot to pieces. So that was a shame for those boys. Shield bearers though, love the inclusion of the shield bearers. Yeah, just fun, and definitely up against dwarves is a good shout. I'm chuffed to bits about these Corsair infantry though. They worked out really well. Yeah, no, I never take them. But I've made my opinion clear about hybrid units in the past. They're just not something that I take. But no, I think the boys did really well. As I've mentioned before, amazing stuff for Steelbow Rangers. Patience. Maybe I didn't actually see those Nazgul. If those Nazgul did end up taking a catapult shot, then you know my heart goes out to him, and I'm dreadfully sorry. That really does hurt. Yeah, I think Thanatos, yeah, good patience there, not just using up his artillery. I think he was very unlucky with that first shot, as we remember. But no, saw that Bilbo was coming in, just relied on his nice dwarven armor to just tank the damage for a bit, but did realize to do a little shunt forward charge when he had to. Nawaki, a few mistakes, of course, with the cavalry, but you know, it's the way it goes. He needed to keep them somewhat close by, and I think he was maybe just underestimating the immense range of the Temple Guard, and you know, I was too. They were surprising me. But no, super duper from everybody involved. That was a really fun one. Thank you. See ya.